Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I guess since all of you stopped talking, it must be time for us to start. We're going to open up with a very beautiful ballad that the band really enjoys playing. This is a very soft 3/4 waltz. I hope you dig it. Ladies and gentlemen, you definitely have excellent taste. That was a little 3/4 waltz that we enjoy doing quite a bit. Actually, it's quite long, but as you can see, it doesn't last too long at all. I'm really glad you all came to the concert. This is a little concert tour that the band has been doing. 2 nights, as a matter of fact. We had one concert called off on us, but that was even on both sides. We each took a little part of that. Last night we played in Baumholder, beautiful downtown Baumholder. I'm sorry if you missed that concert. You will hear a completely different band tonight if you heard the concert last night. And the audience makes all the difference in the world. And I can tell that you people are on our side. Yeah.
Hello? Hello?
Magic Flea, the number we just played, the opening number, written by Sammy Nestico, recorded by Count Basie and his orchestra. We're going to do something now. Oh, how can I forget? The soloist, Willie Jones. Yeah. Yeah. Al Marita, drummer. Yeah. Woo. Yes, Yes, sirree. A very beautiful ballad, ladies and gentlemen, written by Paul Lohorn, Chattanooga, Tennessee, entitled Wichita Lineman. Just a moment, ladies and gentlemen, before we play our last number, which I think you're going to enjoy, parts of it, and introduce the band to you, starting with the trumpet section. No, we'll start with the trombone section. We'll start with the sax section. They've been Vernon Billingsley, alto. Bob Hollis, Barry. Willie Jones, tenor. John Zakita, tenor. Trumpet section, Bob Brash, Jay Brensel, Chuck Cook, blowing lead, Steve Elman, who you heard sing a little bit ago, and Jack, let's see, who else leave out? Jack, oh, well, that's all right. Jack Swanson. Trombone section, Carol Miles, Steve Venata, John Nielsen, and Ron, bass trombone. Sure puts a lot of body into this band. I'll tell you what, when you blow one of those things for an hour concert, you know that you have blown one of those things for an hour concert. Ron Wadley. Yeah. The rhythm section, Carl Weller, bass. So, Al Marita, drums. Yeah. Larry Smelly, electric bass. Mark Thomas, electric piano. And in the back, playing maracas, tambourine, ride trash can, electric music stand, and anything else he can get his hands on, John Fultz. The trend in the current type of music, ladies and gentlemen, I feel is going to a certain amount of liberties and a certain amount of freedom to the respective musician This is true in all types of music at the present: rock, soul, country and western, jazz, and classical music. People are musicians, I'm speaking of, are looking for new ideas, new things, different ways to use their instruments. They're reaching for higher limits than have been achieved before. This next tune is written by David Baker, who is the professor at the University of Indiana, who writes a lot of stage band literature, jazz, does clinics all over the United States, and is an excellent jazz musician in his own right. This is written by David Baker, entitled "Check It Out."